the f? Yo, Diddy, you ruined everything, bro. You ruined everything. We can't listen to every move. Maybe I listen to the Sting version. Now every time I hit, I can't even go like this. Yeah, man.
The streets need you, you know? Because I feel like you were telling us years ago that Puff was like this.
A lot of double topping occurred to that song. Let me tell y'all.
Yeah, you was doing that kind of young.
You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't double topping and it was my hit record. But by hypnotized, I was double topping.
I told y'all, man. Come on. He looked straight down the barrel of the camera, bro, and he was just like, yeah, I was double topping. He didn't say like, who, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't specify like a gender. He didn't do none of that. He was just like, I was getting my dick sucked by 2 humans. After Hypnotized came out, and that was in 1998. This man been a freak for a long time, okay? Extrapolate. Sex is like drugs. That's why they always put it together. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Throw the rock and roll out. Just keep sex and drugs together. They're the same. You know why? Because they're addictive. And once you start doing shit, listen, everybody that's watching this, you remember your first nut, okay? The boy that hit you funny in the shower and you was like, oh, what is that? You know what? I'm gonna stay right in the same spot for 30 seconds and see what happens. And then you're like, oh. When you get high, you're like, yo, I feel great, right? But then what happens? You get high again, you get high again, you get high again. What happens? Your tolerance builds. Now you gotta do different shit. You gotta do more drugs. You gotta do different drugs to get high. Same shit with sex. Diddy's getting double toppy in 98. In 2020, what the fuck is he doing, dog? We don't even know. It could include animals. Allegedly. I'm just saying.
In the last 24 hours, this is how many executives have stepped down. So I'm gonna read the names off to you.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Kevin Lyles.
Yes! Wow, I saw Kevin Lyles at an ASAP Ferg album release party. He looked like somebody's dad that came to get their kid. Like, you're not supposed to be here. What are you doing here? I told you not to hang around with these Harlem guys. He had a sweater vest on. He stepped down, you know shit is going down, bro. The RICO's coming.
Here we got Eric Pryor, the president of Fine Arts. Then the president of Rutgers, Jonathan Holloway. Robert B. Davis, general manager of Martha's Vineyard.
What?
Chris Cameron, the lacrosse coach.
God, nigga, what? A lacrosse coach? Yo, what is this?
We're not even
Do we need
close.
an org chart like the fucking feds? Bro, what is going on here?
This is all within the last 24 hours. I'm not even a quarter way through this list.
Oh my God. This is big Epstein vibes, bro, because none of these people, a lacrosse coach, a fucking nutritionist, nigga, a orthodontist from fucking Pelham Bay. Yo, who are these people? How are they connected? We don't know. The one person that they have in common is Black Epstein.
You're cordially invited to celebrate the birth of Sean Puffy Combs.
Puffy.
P. Diddy.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
That's crazy, because Diddy's not there. Every time I've committed a crime, I'm sitting in front of the judge and I'm doing the anime sweat because he's telling me this shit to my face and the face of my legal aid. Yo, Diddy, wherever the fuck airport you watching this from, bro, he got the sudden urge to pee. Like, yo, I'm nervous, bro. His booty hole went like this.
Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor.
Yo, forced labor is crazy because he really made the band work for that cheesecake. That's on film.
Yo, fam, Puffy just told us to go to the store in Brooklyn and bring him back a cheesecake and walk.
Yeah.
Are they gonna use that as evidence, bro?
Kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges.
No, I don't, you don't need to bring out the rest. I'm good. I don't need to see what the fuck is in that sealed indictment because it's nasty work. I listen to Dreams and Nightmares still in my daily life as a motivational song. Don't ruin it for me because y'all already ruined Special Delivery. I can never listen to Special Delivery again.
I go by the name.
Bad Boys for Life. These are all bops that I could never have to erase them.
The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways.
I mean, we know that. He got caught at like 4K HD beating the brakes off of Cassie, which, by the way, a lot of people try to tell me that Cassie only had one bop. No, she had at least 2 bops. She had Me and You, she had Long Way to Go, which goes crazy, and then she had Official Girl with Lil Wayne. God damn it. That's 2.5 bops.
As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers.
Male commercial sex workers? This is why I hate when they read indictments, because they say it in legalese. Male commercial sex workers sounds like, yo, do I gotta get a CDL? A commercial dick license? What the fuck is that? Just say, yo, he had niggas slinging dick that he was paying. Because I want to hear a judge say that. Mr. Combs, when you were tandem sucking cock, did you feel like you were being coerced?
Some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines.
Human trafficking is a scary ass word. It's a scary term because human trafficking can be anything. You know how I learned what human trafficking is? Damn, no. Hold on. Let me reframe this. The word burglary used to scare the shit out of me, right? Because to me, burglary was like, yo, I'm going into a house, I'm stealing your cable box, and I'm stealing your microwave and your cat. And I'm vandalizing your house, I'm breaking shit, I'm going through the wall. No, burglary is just trespassing and you did an illegal thing. So I have a burglary charge on my record that I came about because I was trespassing and I had to take a piss. And then when the cops rolled down on me, they were like, yo, what are you doing? I was like, I'm taking a piss. Nigga, what the fuck it look like? I got my dick in my hand. And they were like, well, you're getting arrested for burglary. And I was like, burglary? The same thing applies to human trafficking. When you hear the word human trafficking, it just sounds terrifying. It's disgusting. But if you and Shorty go from New Jersey to Connecticut to fuck, that's human trafficking. If you fly Shorty out, that's human trafficking. Shorty, if you fly homie out, that's human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. By the letter of the law. Now you have the other extreme of human trafficking, which is the nasty, dark web part of human trafficking. And I don't know where Diddy is on that scale, but we're about to find out in the coming days.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freakoffs.
Yeah. I know that the feds in charge of this bust, no pun intended, were naming the shit Operation Freakoff, Operation Booty Hole, something stupid. Operation Freakoff sounds nuts, bro. It also sounds like something I would hover over on Spank Bang.
And he often electronically recorded them.
I understand, like, sometimes you're having a sexual encounter and you're like, yo, you know what? My memory is not enough. I want to commit this to film. Usually when you do that, you're like, hey, you want to make a fuck tape? And then you shake hands and you're like, I agree, let's do a sex tape. Diddy kept GoPro in business because that nigga had a camera in every corner of every crevice of every nook and cranny in all his cribs.
The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time and often involved a variety of narcotics such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB.
Damn, nigga. GHB? Bro, I ain't heard that shit in so long. I haven't heard that shit since like Dare. There's only one thing that GHB is known. It's called the date rape drug. If you're not familiar, I am. I took very drug courses. If your friend calls you up and he's like, yo, I got a blunt, that's your friend. If your friend calls you up and is like, yo, bro, I got like a little bit of Molly, let's go to the fucking Sphere in Vegas. You're like, all right, that's the homie. If somebody calls you up at like 2 a.m. and they're like, yo, come through, I got some GHB, that's not your homie. That's not your peoples, bro. They're not your peoples. It's weird. Just me and you doing GHB? That don't sound fun at all.
As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy.
There you go. The 2 R's, racketeering and RICO, man. That means the feds have been watching you, okay? The feds just watch you and then they come get you.
He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs.
Yeah, I can't take this shit serious. Yo, listen, this shit is serious, man. Yeah, don't mistake my laughness for thoughtlessness. I don't know. This is real. This is fucked up. But nigga, if you're fucking up there with your Armani suit and the tie with the half Windsor knot, and you're telling me all this legalese, and then you say, in these freak-offs. Come on, dog. Like, I'm not supposed to laugh. I'm gonna laugh.
They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting.
And yo, extra linens is nasty work. Cause it was like, yo, we need extra linens in case we get dookie or blood on something. And just know, every time you stay in a hotel, that's what you sleeping on. You sleeping on freak-off sheets, nigga.
When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up.
Yo, what the fuck was y'all doing in there, bro? Hotel rooms are made so that you can't fuck them up. Everything is like nailed down. The remote don't move. The shit got a tether. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You tying a remote string around your dick?
During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet.
Hey, you better than me, nigga, because I would have took that cash and be like, yo, TMZ, I got some news for you.
He and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced.
How do you give a false narrative of their experience?
Yo, listen, man. Yo, hey, what's up? How you doing? Nah, I never fucked you in the butt. No, man. That's called perianal massage. Yeah, nah, it's good for you. All right, cool. You coming to court? Nah, don't come to court.
You know that old clip of Diddy in the Von Dutch shirt where he's like on the phone?
Bump somebody. All right, thanks. All right, love you, man. Bye. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! Whatever I want to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Damn, that nigga meant that shit literally.
Special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine.
This is where it gets potentially nasty and scary. If you got a bunch of guns in the house and somebody's like, I don't want to fuck, and then you just pull out an AR, I guess I'm fucking. That's crazy. You know what that is. I'm not even gonna say it. That's unconsensual sexual intercourse, which is the worst thing in the fucking world, bro. It's worse than murder. Think about it. I think.
They also seized evidence of the freakoffs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freakoffs with multiple.
Yo, stop saying freak-offs! I know that stupid little paper says party, gathering.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freakoffs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
God damn. Bro, I have 4 children. I haven't even gone through 10 bottles of baby oil. And you know Diddy was getting them BJ's bottles, bro. Double entendre, don't even ask me how. The big shits. That's what you should invest in that motherfucker, you nasty freak. It's some sex shit. Cause obviously that's all you knew about. If your vodka was mid, you had us all fooled.
Let's be clear. Ciroc is for the culture.
It wasn't great. Where is Puff being held? I want to know where Puff is being detained. Is he in like the ASAP Rocky jail in Finland where they had like Wi-Fi and shit? Or is he in the trenches, bro?
Diddy Combs has been denied bail in connection with the sexual abuse and sex trafficking charges he faces. The music mogul who once traveled by private jet to all those mansions is now in a jail that is notorious for its bad living conditions.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs spent his first night behind bars inside a facility that is being called Hell on Earth.
Oh shit, they got this nigga jammed up!
The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn is notorious for its appalling living conditions and rampant violence.
Remember Farnsworth Bentley? Farnsworth Bentley's job was to carry an umbrella around for P. Diddy, a parasol, so that he wouldn't get sun on his face. That's how he was living. He was living with an umbrella guy. And now he's in Brooklyn, in Hell on Earth, bro.
How bad is it inside this federal lockup? There have been 2 murders, 4 suicides, and numerous stabbings and lockdowns in recent years.
Bro, he read that shit like he was reading a menu. 2 stabbings, 4 murders, a 6-piece chicken nugget, and a large fry.
It's so out of control inside that 4 federal judges are reportedly refusing to send any more prisoners here.
Diddy's the last prisoner to go into this prison? That's crazy. What the fuck is this? Did he say that in line like, yo, please close the shit before me, please close the shit before me? Y'all 2, y'all the last 2. You and him. And Diddy's like, who, me? Let me tell you something about judges, black and brown people of America. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They want to send you to jail, unless they're lazy. If they're lazy or if they see hope in your eye, maybe they'll give you a chance. But most of the time, they fucking drunk off power and they want to send you to fucking jail.
Donald Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, spent a harrowing year in federal custody. He says for someone used to a life of luxury like Diddy, prison life is a severe shock.
Bro, if you're a fucking mailman, prison is a severe life-changing shock. Are you shitting me? You don't gotta be a billionaire to notice the contrast between being free in the world and being in a fucking cage, bro, eating like 2 honey buns a week.
You have a plastic chair, you have your bed with a 1.5-inch mattress, no pillow. So you basically have 3 feet by 5 feet to move around. So you have a basic 15 square feet. It is a horrible.
It's horrible unless you want to sublet from me because I have this property available right now in Bushwick. It comes with 16 roommates and a bike with no brakes. Are you interested?
Diddy's lawyers were so eager to keep him out of jail, they offered his palatial $48 million home in Miami Beach and his private jets as bail.
There is nothing that the government wants more than your fucking money. So if they're saying, yo, nah, we don't want $55 million, bro, we cool. We don't want fucking real estate in Florida. We don't want none of that. We don't want your assets, bro. Something fucked up happened. This nigga fucked the judge's dog in the ass on one of these freak-offs. Something crazy happened.
Today, they are even offering to restrict female visitors to his homes, except for his mother, daughters, and the mothers of his children if he is released.
Just female visitors? How about just restrict all visitors? Don't tempt him. Don't be like, yo, Meek Mill could bring you a pizza. He's allowed to come hang out and play Jenga with you. Don't do that.
They have 50 witnesses or victims.
Yeah, I think it's 49 witnesses and 1 victim. I think if you broke it down, and I say that because...
Yo, come on, son. Yo, impartially speaking, from a criminal standpoint, this is the kind of lawyer I would like in my corner. Because he's like, yo, nah, like, are you talking about this thing that's on fire? That's not fire, that's hot air. If you get close to it, you might get burned, but why would you get close to it?
Which is the sex trafficking count, has victim number 1, and there is no victim number 2 anywhere in the indictment.
According to Diddy's lawyer, sexually assaulting 1 person, that's cool, that's fine. Hey, look, it wasn't 50 people. So you got 49 people that stood around in a circle and was like, go Diddy, go Diddy. While he was clapping cheeks, I don't believe it.
I interviewed myself the different men who, were being brought sort of into Mr. Combs and this person's intimate situation. I've flown around the country. I've interviewed a large number of them. There's not the slightest inkling, according to the interviews that I've done, of anything that's coercive, non-consensual.
Dog, the commercial sex workers, bro, they are just hard hat, lunch pail guys, going to work, slinging cock. Like, that's it. Punching in, punching out. They don't want these problems, bro. They're union guys.
He's charged with a conspiracy here where he was using physical abuse, emotional abuse, financial pressure, as prosecutors allege, to keep these women in his fold. Maybe just Cassie Ventura, but keeping these women in the fold.
Cassie Ventura lived by herself. She had her own house. She had a family. She had a career. And he was seeing another woman at the time. She could have done whatever she wanted to do.
This man is up here saying, yo, Cassie was independent. She had her own house. She could have left at any time. But she chose not to. She wanted to get her ass whooped in a Ramada by a fucking 50-year-old washed up rapper. God damn, the spin is crazy on this, bro. Kid Cudi confirms Cassie's claims that his car blew up after Diddy's threats. This is all true. Ms. Ventura says that in early 2012, Mr. Combs grew so angry about her dating the rapper Kid Cudi that he said he would blow up the rapper's car. Not I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. I see you when I see you. Nah, I'm gonna blow up your car because this nigga's Heath Ledger in fucking Batman.
You say you don't like me? Then motherfucking get to it, nigga. Get to it, bitch. You wanna have love? It's what up then, nigga. What's up? Fucking come over here and I'll bust your shit.
Around that time, the suit says Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. Yo, just fucking send him to jail, man. This nigga's guilty as a bitch. My God, I have never seen somebody so guilty. And Jimmy has just queued up a clip from Vlad TV, which tells me exactly one thing. Somebody is about to snitch.
I found it quite funny that the car actually did get blow up. So I would say that was accurate.
Yo, yeah! We got 2 people here. Roger Bonds, who was formerly security for Diddy, had access, right? The other person in this video is notorious snitch and Russian informant, Vladislav. I hate watching this fucking coward extract sensitive information from people. I hate Vlad TV so fucking much, man. This shit is so terrible. You're such a piece of shit. Roger did not walk in there and be like, yo, you know what I want to talk about today? Kid Cudi's car blowing up.
I guess after that, Cudi didn't want anything to do with Cassie because this was like, okay, this was more than I bargained for.
Yeah, he definitely didn't have nothing to do with her anymore after that.
How do you blow up someone's car?
Yo, dog, how do you blow? Yo, Vlad, how do you cook crack? Can you show me?
How do you tell somebody you're gonna blow up their car and then it blows up?
Yeah, you'd have to send someone to put a bomb under their car.
Yo! You'd have to send a person with a bomb to put it under the car, right? You would have to do that, right, Roger?
After that situation is when I left.
Right, and you went to go work for Ciroc.
And I went to work for Ciroc, yes.
Now working at Ciroc, your pay was lowered.
If you went from being Diddy's security guard to working in fucking Midtown Manhattan at the Ciroc offices, and your pay went down, bro, what the fuck were you doing for Diddy that he was paying you so much money that then transitioning to an alcohol brand pays you less?
A lot of people get the misconception that I got fired. No, I was trying to figure out ways to get away from him because it was just too much. The drugs was too much. The fighting was too much. It was like I was a babysitter. I'm getting between him and his girlfriends fighting, him and Cassie fighting.
I like how that shit is like, yo, you know, man, I got tired of like, he was beating girls up and shit, and I had to like stop it.
So I had to figure out a way to keep my job and still be able to leave. So that's when I was diagnosed with diabetes.
Yeah, what? Ain't no better way to quit a job than to be like, yo, I got diabetes. Gotta go. Can't break up no fights. My sugar's low. When they run out the hotel room, Puff, I can't chase them down. My feet don't work. I'm not a Maury cameraman no more. This is the nastiest of work that there is in the world. Diddy, he's in that fucked up jail right now, but you know what jail is? Jail is just the waiting room for home or for prison. And that motherfucker is going to go to prison. He's going to go to the federal prison penitentiary, and he's going to be in that little steel box. He's going to have an O.J. Simpson arc. I'm putting it out there. This is America. And O.J. Simpson killed his shorty and her lover, allegedly. Before he passed away, he ended up on a fun sports show with Cameron and Mace. So I think that Diddy is going to go to jail. He's going to go to prison. He's going to do the whole thing. He's going to come back. It's going to be like Mike Vick. He's going to play for the Eagles for one season, have a great season, and then he's going to fucking retire and disappear off the face of the earth. Or people are gonna forget about it. You know, who knows? I don't know. My personal take is Diddy did it. Subscribe, like, hit the bell, leave a comment on the comment on the comment on the comment. Start a comment thread, dog. Just stay active in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because this is new and I got a lot of things coming.